Good morning. I'm feeling a little bit weird today, if I'm going to be honest with you guys. I spent the majority of yesterday working on my vlog, which went live yesterday. I have been brainstorming for what to do next as far as gaming content. I've been thinking about maybe starting a new family on The Sims. I am definitely interested in doing more reaction type of content. They seem to be pretty entertaining. I just don't know what to react to. Reacting to my old videos was great, and I could certainly do more of that. Anyway, I'm going off on a tangent again. I came here to say I have been spending some time brainstorming and thinking about what to do next, and I'm sort of having trouble deciding. Furthermore, I'm also just feeling a little bit strange at the moment, if I'm being honest. I've noticed that there's a bit of sorrow settling in for me, and I'm not sure what exactly it's telling me. I'm kind of exploring that as I'm talking about it out loud right now. I find that I feel somewhat like, maybe you guys can relate to this, somewhat like when I was a child and summer break was coming to an end and we were about to start the school year, There was always a tone of excitement, however, with that. I was always a little bit excited to start a new school year and to meet new people. There was a level of excitement, but it was definitely far overshadowed by anxiety and sadness that I was losing my freedom and my free time again. And I think that this is cropping up because I'm coming upon the time where I need to really, first of all, I have that job still is up in the air. I haven't heard anything back on that, so I might still get that offered to me, so that's one option. But even if not, I'm coming upon the time where I have to kind of seriously look at what I'm gonna do next and look into jobs and stuff. And I think the sorrow is coming from returning to the bad place that I was in before I decided to really focus on my mental health and step away from that high intensity, highly demanding full-time job. And so I think I have to kind of remind myself when this sorrow is cropping up that I don't have to go back into that kind of situation. And if I do go into a job and it is that kind of situation, I can leave. I can find something else. It actually makes me emotional to even think about it that way. And it's I'm saying this stuff out loud and I'm everybody deals with this, It seems silly to say out loud, but I'm just gonna say it anyway because I'm trying to be really open and honest with you guys with this kind of stuff. My entire life has been a series of forcing myself to do things I don't really want to do and feeling like there just wasn't really any other choice. I feel very conflicted, because there is a part of me that is saying we've got to do something to earn money. I mean, I have time, but I don't have unlimited time, right? I think if I'm giving into that force that is the anxiety, that is the part of my brain that's telling me you have to do this, you have to do something, and you have to take what you can get. And then there's the other part of me that seems to be like a child within me that is sort of begging me not to do that to myself again, not to do that to that child again. And it's a really complicated, weird place to be because I'm an adult. This is life. This is the world we live in. You have to do things that you don't want to do sometimes. And that's the reality for a ton of people. And I'm not an exception to that rule, But at the same time, I've done that for so freaking long and just been coping with my misery as opposed to trying to develop a lifestyle that won't make me miserable. And that's got to stop. That has to change. I think the last several months have very clearly shown that to me. I'm just grappling with dismantling my own conditioning, I guess, about the whole subject. You know, it doesn't end with making one decision for yourself, right? I wish it could be that easy, right? Like, you just muster up the bravery and the courage to make that one really tough decision. In my case, leaving my last job regardless of whether or not I had another job. The patterning doesn't just disappear overnight, right? So yeah, guys, that's where I am right now. It's very distracting. It's definitely impeding my creative flow a little bit at the moment, but I'm going to turn on The Sims or something, or turn on some of my favorite Sims YouTubers and try to get some inspiration, try to stop thinking about this for today. I think we can afford to not think about it today. And then if I get to a good place mentally, I might try to record something today and maybe start developing a new story. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do from now. I think I can do that. Thank you for letting me vent. Hello guys, I hope y'all are doing well. It is Thursday afternoon on September 16th. I'm sitting here relaxing a little bit, feeling a little bit under the weather because I had to go get a filling replaced today. You know, it never feels great. It always kind of leaves me with a headache, and I always feel a little weird after the anesthetic and everything. My body just doesn't like all that crap. But sitting here relaxing, and I've got my little dude with me. My favorite little dude. He's like, what is this in my face for? The fuck? I wanted to take a moment and check in with you guys because I hadn't been doing that very much this week, to be honest. I've been taking it really bit easier this week than I did last week, sort of allowing myself some time to process, and yeah, my brain's going through a lot at the moment, it seems like. But we do have some fun stuff planned tonight. We're going to have dinner with one of our friends, and we're gonna have Japanese barbecue, which is so freaking good. I don't know if you've ever had it before. Similar to Korean barbecue, but they just offer slightly different stuff. And so yeah, if you've had Korean barbecue, you basically know what I'm talking about. Yeah, it's like my favorite. And if you go during happy hour, it's really cheap. And I'm super excited. So that's just what I have planned today. A little while ago, I recorded some content for The Sims, hoping to get that up for y'all tomorrow, which is Friday. I'm gonna try to keep a schedule of like Friday, Tuesday-ish type uploads. I'm thinking like 1 to 2 videos a week is about where I'm trying to be for now. Not put too much pressure on myself, and plus I think that might be a little more sustainable once I'm working again, whether it's part-time or full-time. Kind of the biggest thing holding me back at this point from being able to produce more is, one, just my mental state in general. I'm in like a fog a lot of the time. Thank you, fridge. And two, just my skills with video editing are just not there, man. Like, it takes me forever to cut these videos up and get them all polished in a nice way. And like, I'm so slow at it, man. I'm so slow at it. I hope and pray that I'm gonna get faster at it with practice. But like, I really scrubbed through the footage because I want it to be perfect, and I don't want there to be too many errors or anything like that. I don't want things to come across the wrong way, so that's probably half the problem. But I just thought I'd update you with what my thoughts are at the moment. One thing I do want to say, which I touch on a little bit at the end of the video that I'm hoping to get up for you tomorrow, is thank you. Thank you so much for all of the kind words you guys have been saying on the videos I've uploaded so far. They've been received really well, and it means so much to me. I've been overwhelmed by how positive and sweet and kind you guys have been to me. Feels really good to have this small little group here on this corner, this random corner of the internet that is so great and allows me to explore this creative outlet of mine that I'm trying to connect with more. So thank you. I'm so excited to see what you guys have to say on what's to come. So that's it for me for now. I will check back with you guys in a bit. Hey guys, so I am really sorry that this vlog is just all over the place and not that great, and this is basically where I'm gonna end it. But I did want to talk to you about something that I've been marinating on a little bit this week. It's been a bit of a rough week for me, which is partially why the vlog is so sparse. What I've kind of come to the conclusion of facing right now is the pain of sitting still. That's just sort of the best way for me to sum it up at the moment. With all of my anxiety and all of my brain wanting to jump in a million different directions to try and figure out an answer to my current situation, which is essentially, what do I do from here? I've unshackled myself from something that was really toxic and not good for me, or I'm in the process of letting go of a lot of the values that I feel weren't really aligned with who I am, but more so imposed on me from childhood and from my parent, to sort of reassess where I actually am and what I actually want and value in life and where I want to go next. And the fact of the matter is, I think I had hoped that once I let go of the death grip on those values that I thought were my identity but were really just not. And for clarification, the values I'm talking about are like valuing monetary success, career success, being that whole boss bitch vibe. I've realized that, like, while that's maybe an aspect of my personality, it's not really fulfilling to me. It's not really what I want. If anything, it's chipping away at my soul. That's really what it's felt like. And now I'm sort of left in this floaty space of, well, what the hell am I? What do I do now? You wouldn't think that would be a painful place to be, but it is, especially when the mind is trying to find any way to root itself back to the ground, to come back to the ground, to stop floating in air. And so this is something I've been sort of digesting this week, I guess. And I don't really have a conclusion yet, to be honest with you. I wonder if any of y'all can relate to this. It definitely feels like all the layers of armor in identity and in projection of how I want to be perceived is like dissolving away. Sounds like a good thing. I think it is ultimately a good thing, but it's unpleasant to experience because you're just sort of left feeling very raw and naked. And that's kind of where I'm at right now. And I'm just sort of sitting with it because I have no idea what else to do with it. I don't have an answer, I think I'm looking for an answer for, like, what am I supposed to wear next? It seems like I've come to a point where I really need to sit and reflect, and that goes into the pain of sitting still, entering that space in your mind that is maybe dark and full of terrors, reaching through that to the core essence of your being and of who you are. Lots of woo-woo shit there. I'm so sorry. If I've lost you guys, I understand. But I'll try to sum it up here with just, I'm at a place where I feel like all of my armor has fallen away, and it's a painful place to be because I don't feel unsafe, but I don't feel comfortable, you know? And you know, discomfort is how we grow, right? So it's only, I know it's ultimately a good thing, but this is just sort of where I've been for the last week or so. I don't have a resolution to it all yet. I'll keep you posted. I didn't really have a good way of ending this week's vlog. I'm really sorry it's as sparse as it is. This is my life right now, and I'm sharing it with you guys. It's not all that interesting, but it's full of a lot of introspection, and that's really painful and unpleasant at times. Hi, Tippy. Gosh, the whole crew is joining me over here. Hi, baby. Hello. Isn't it funny how animals they just know? So yeah, that's where I am right now, friends. A bit all over the place, essentially. I just want to say thank you for being here and tagging along with me on this journey. I know it will probably get heavy along the way. Just a fair warning, we haven't gotten super deep into it yet, but I appreciate y'all being here. Nonetheless, it is nice to know, it's really nice to know I'm not alone in this. On my last vlog, there were a ton of comments from you guys who have gone through or are going through similar things, and it's very comforting for me to know that this connection is happening. I want you to know that I do feel comforted by your responses and your engagement. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your week. Please leave me some comments down below on your thoughts of everything we've discussed in this vlog, and if you have any advice or questions for me, or just want to share anything, I would love to see it. I'm slowly finding my stride, and that feels good. Making progress of any kind right now feels really good. All right, I've drawn out this closing long enough. Love you guys. Have a great rest of your week, and I'll see you on Friday. Mwah. Bye, guys.